Hi guys, it's Daniela again and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm bringing you a tutorial of the makeup that I wore yesterday, which was Saturday, to a friend's birthday party / dinner. I just thought it would be quite fun to do another tutorial. I know I've done quite a few tutorials recently, but I do really enjoy doing tutorials, so I thought I would show you the makeup that I did yesterday. It's nothing too special, it's nothing too creative, but it was really fun and I really liked it. So if you're excited, please continue watching and let's get started. Right guys, so I've already primed and set my eyelid. I primed using my Tarte Shape Tape and I just set this with a white eyeshadow. So let's get started. So the palette that I used for my mattes was the Jaclyn Hill palette and Morphe. So the first colour I'm going to go in with for my transition is this shade right here. And I'm going to mix this shade with a little bit of this one. So both of these into my crease as my transition shade. Then I'm just taking this into my crease and above my crease as my transition. So you do have to build both of these colours up. Not because of the actual shades, just because I wanted a more intense kind of crease. Now I'm going in with the darker shade of those two and just intensifying this crease and transition shade further. And I want to keep the eye look quite round as well. That's what I did yesterday. The brush that I used for my transition shade was the M441 brush by Morphe. Now I'm going to go in with the R39 by Morphe, and I'm going to take this colour here and this one mixed and just take this into my outer V and then bring it into my crease. But this, you kind of want to go in slow. Because it is a darker colour, I took a while to build it up just so I didn't get it everywhere, because I didn't want the look to be too dark. So you put the most pigment on the outer V, blend it out, and then you take it into the crease. So I am going to take the shadows a little bit higher on this side just so it is circular here, because I have a tendency to do that to my eyeshadows, but for this occasion I really just wanted to keep it quite circular. So you have to take it a little bit higher. Well, I do anyways because of my eye shape. So once you see that you're getting the darkness, you go over it with a clean blending brush or the brush that you use for your crease shade. Make sure you don't tap in again with it and just blend this out. So now I'm taking more of this colour here and putting that into the outer V and crease. And just working really either small circular motions or just small tapping and like back and forth motions. Okay, so that's one eye done. I'm just gonna quickly do this eye, hopefully. So I've already done my eyes, as you can see, obviously. And just to let you know, yesterday's look was dark, but not this dark. I have, like a dumbass, taken the darkish colours quite high up, so it's not exactly the same, but I'm going to do it as close as I can. So now I'm going to cut the crease. So now for shimmer, I used a Juvia's Place Magic palette and I used this colour here. I'm using the same brush that I used to actually cut my crease, and I'm just packing this on. And this shade is very crumbly, so I did actually end up having to use a glitter glue. So I'm going to go in with a glitter glue just to really make sure that this stays on my lid and doesn't crumble. So now I'm going to go in with the E17 brush and the shades from the Jaclyn Hill palette that I used on the outer V, and just blend this so there's no harsh line between the shimmer and the mattes. I changed it to an M408 brush, which is a really dense packing brush just because it's not really going over the shimmers very well. So now I'm going to go in with some glitter. I'm going to use the Collection Glam Crystals Dazzling Gel Liner in Funk Free, which is a gold. And I'm just going to draw a really thin line where like my crease meets the matte. And for this, I need to concentrate, because this can go real bad and can go real thick. So I'm just going to show you what I actually wore yesterday. So for primer, I used the Stila One Step Corrector. I really like this primer. So I just went in with one blob, put this on my face. So now that that primer is sunken into the skin, I'm going to correct my face. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Naked Skin Corrector in pink, which is something I use all the time. Then I just blended this out. So now it's time for foundation. And for the foundation, I used the L'Oreal Infallible Stick Foundation in the 160 Sand. And this foundation lasted me pretty well actually. I put this on around 4 and I was out till 3:30. So it lasted pretty well. Did start looking a bit cakey and oily around, I'd say around 1. So that's pretty good. That's like 9-10 hours of good wear. So I do really like this foundation and my skin looked amazing yesterday. I was so shocked on how well this foundation looked on my skin after that many hours. And yeah, like my skin looked really good, really natural skin. Like I didn't look cakey, I didn't look too powdery. It just looked really good actually. So I highly recommend that foundation stick. And I did like a really light layer of foundation and just made sure that I used concealer to like conceal any spots. So then I went in with my Tarte Shape Tape in light. And then I did that. Put some here, put some here. And then just blended it out. Then I set my concealer with a powder that I have used a couple of times, but I actually don't have like a actual product. It's just a sample. It's the Hourglass Veil powder, I think it's called. I'm still trying to try it out, but I really do, as of right now, like it. It held up my oil really well actually yesterday, and it does really like make my pores look flawless. So really do like this powder. So after setting my powder, I actually bronzed, and for bronzer I used my good old favourite, where is it? Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula. With a smaller brush, I went in my Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche, which is absolutely shattered. I do need to get a new one. And the brush I'm using is the Real Techniques contour brush. So now I'm just going to clean up my contour by going in with the RCMA No Colour Powder and my Beauty Blender. Take the point. So then I'm going to let that sit for a while. So now I'm going to use blush, and I'm going to use my Morphe 9B palette, and I went in with this colour here. And then I also mixed it with a tiny bit of this one. So for highlight, I used my M461 brush by Morphe and just took this onto my cheekbones. I'm using the Makeup Revolution and Soph palette. I'm going in with this colour. And I didn't use too much on my actual cheek. Then I took a smaller brush. This is a Tarte brush that I got when I bought my Tarte Shape Tape, I think. And I used the same colour down the bridge of my nose. And then right on the little tip. So I just look down, and that's how I know where to put it so my nose looks straight. Because if you put highlight bent, your nose will look bent, whether or not your nose is bent. Trust me, it's happened to me a few times. So with the same brush, I'm just going to go on my brow bone the tiniest bit. I don't really want anything too intense. And then that's all I used for highlight. Now for my lower lash line, I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, obviously. I'm literally going to go in with the same colours, but I'm going to use the darker colours on the outer side of my lower lash line. And yeah, that's really it. So it's quite Quite an easy kind of look this is. So I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, go in with the first 2 shades I used for my crease and just blow this out. And then with a smaller brush, I'm going to go in with the darker shades that I used on the outer V and just put this here. So yesterday I actually almost went out of the house without highlight and my lower lash line. So yeah, and I gave myself ages as well to get ready, but I dawdle when it comes to like me getting ready and putting makeup on. So I'm just going to keep building this up. And I'm only taking the darker colour into like halfway. So I'm just making sure that I'm connecting my lower lash line to the top of my eye. And this look isn't as rounded as it was yesterday, because yesterday was much more rounded. But there's nothing really I can do about it now. Eyeshadow seems to not be sticking on here because my eye keeps tearing up. So that's why it's not sticking. And it's really driving me nuts. Have any of you guys got any advice for watery eyes? Because I have very watery eyes and it's constantly ruining eye looks. I can't wear liquid liner outside because literally my eyes starts watering. Like my eyes watering right now, and it usually only really waters when I'm outside because of the wind and everything. But at home, apparently it's decided to water now, which is absolutely great. Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm just going to go off camera and do my lashes just because it's quite tedious watching me do my lashes. The mascara I'm going to use is the same mascara I used yesterday, which was the Maybelline Lash Sensational mascara. I'm also going to do my brows just because it will save time. And for my brows, I'm using the PS Skinny Brow in dark brown and L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper in medium to dark. Then I'll be back to do my lips review and my inner corner highlight review. So I'll see you in a bit. Alright guys, so I'm back. So as you can see, I've done my mascara and my brows. I also added a nude liner into my waterline, and it's the Rimmle Scandaleyes eyeliner in nude. I also added my PS setting spray in glow with my Morphe continuous setting spray, and that's why my face is a little bit more glowy now. So now for lips, I'm going to go in with my LA Girl semi-permanent auto lip liner in natural. And I just filled my whole lip with this colour. And that's just because in case my lip product wears off, I actually have colour on my lips still. And then I added my liquid lipstick in Virgin by Morphe. And then I also added the Morphe Flower Crown lip gloss. And this, guys, is the final look. So this is the look that I wore yesterday to a birthday party slash dinner. Well, basically it was dinner and drinks. And yeah, I really like it. This is exactly how I had my hair as well, except it was curly. It wasn't like this rat's nest that I have going on at the moment. All the products that I use today are kind of like products that I go to the most, like my kind of holy grail kind of products. They're kind of products that I know that will work for me, and that's why I use them. So yeah guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, some comments down below, subscribe if you haven't already. You might as well share if you're there already, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.